at my leisure. You putting religion in the mixture. Knowledge over here, we gon' slice you like a pizza. Black to Spanish, black and yellow. Yo, shout out to Wiz Khalifa. On the track, I whip the crack, beat the coke, and I'm the ether. Disrespecting all these rappers, they turned into Queen. Who you calling the bitch? My skin black upon me, that's what Job said. Young boy, won't you listen to your old head? I'm at the table with the vessels like the showbread. Soaking up the knowledge, I stay in battles like old red. And that's coming together ramifications. Cause we been lamenting since way before lamentations. Yo, our preservation and U.P.K designation. And when I heard that fact, I just signed up, no hesitation. Solomon was black and he said that there's no debating. Christ had the skin of bronze, had rewarded some revelations. And then you said the soul of the Lord, that's in our relation. But the truth is that you fighting for crackers with desperation. We do this as professionals, hope that this reservation on that chariot that swing low, cause that's the destination. That's why I'm in the I.S.U.P.K for education, for revival of my mind that was stuck in the depths of Satan. And then they say we waiting on Christ, but it's Christ awaiting. You would notice if you dug in the scriptures and say it blatant. The hope for black folk got to come from another nation. What it seem, cause it seem like we trust in procrastination. Yo, we gotta fix up this hell. Seem like we love to mess. The visage of us blacker than Moses before it's upper flesh. The Lord's and angels in Christ, they had the skin of bronze. Yo, just know we can change, but it start up in your mind. Nah, shit. Look, man, my skin black, man. But the thing about it is, it said everybody had black skin in the Bible. So that means Christ, Noah, you know what I'm saying, Moses, you know what I'm saying? All these niggas was black, man. So that's the point of this joint, man. Trying to prove that my skin is black, but the greatest niggas that ever walked the face of the earth had black skin too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy because if a nigga loved a nigga just an hour more, we wouldn't die in these ghettos, man. You already know. It's not.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to give. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed it, Iceberg. He don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried. I got rape for real, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga. Watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is non-self. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rape for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jordan. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that E-Line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died. understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
Mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Surrounded by Edomites,
Mic
lost
check,
a lot
mic
of
check.
truth to this tree of life.
Mic check,
Open
mic
up the
check.
book just to see I'm right.
Mic
Reminiscing
check,
of
mic
my
check.
ancestors on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking
Get it,
that
man.
they care.
Get it.
Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite. Sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Let's get it, man. Can I get a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me? Let me get a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, Baba Kasha. 1s in the chat if you can hear me. 1s in the chat if you can hear me. Mic check, mic check. Most High in Christ. Let's get it, man. Get it. 1 second. Get the thing set up real quick. Got a little technical difficulties. Most High in Christ, man. Let's get it. All right, Shalom, Israel, man. We're going to clap it up. Most High in Christ. Little big man woke us up this morning. You know what I mean? The water Yahweh Shah. Shalom, shalom, shalom. We the Israelite School of U.P.K, man. I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, man. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite class, man. I mean group, Salakia. Any other Hebrew Israelite group. And today is the Wednesday night brotherhood / scripture breakdown / whatever you need class. Right. So today we're going to break down a couple things, man. We're going to get into wisdom, man, and what wisdom is and how it's so important and how it correlates to being, let me say, how it correlates to Black Hispanics and Native Americans being compassionate and considerate of one another. Because today's society, one thing that we lack a lot is compassion, is consideration, is the love for one another. You know what I mean? Is the knowledge of how to treat one another. You know what I mean? From the smallest thing to the biggest thing. You know, we lack compassion for one another, and we lack the know-how of how to be compassionate. You get what I'm saying? And you know why? And that's because we weren't taught compassion. We weren't taught how to be considerate of one another by our parents. You know why? Because they weren't taught. Right? So we're going to get into it today, man. Break down a couple things, man. We're going to start with this. Start with Proverbs 4 and 7. You got 2 seconds to get there. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Understand this, man. Whenever you're breaking down these scriptures, you got to be taught by somebody that knows how to break down these scriptures, right? And that person that's breaking down the scriptures has to be retaught. Why does he have to be retaught? Because what's the number one religion in the world? The number one religion in the world is Christianity. And here's a newsflash. Christians do not know the Bible at all. You get what I'm saying? They think they know, they want to know, but they do not know the Bible at all. So once you learn that knowledge of what they want to know, you got to get re-brainwashed, come in here and learn from people who really actually know the Bible, right? And that's why I thank the Lord every day for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, because it was once upon a time I used to be a Christian that thought I knew the Bible, that thought I knew what correction, understanding, consideration, wisdom. I thought I knew all these things while I was out there in the world doing all manner of evil, selling your kids all manner of evil, doing all manner of evil to these women. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I knew the Bible. And what was I? I was a Christian. So I had to be retaught and understand a few things. And one of those things I had to understand was what wisdom is. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom
And with all thine getting, get understanding. Meaning this, like when you're being taught something, right? When you're being corrected, when you're being shown a way and you're obtaining knowledge, don't just obtain it and hear it, right? Actually understand it, like meaning apply it to your life. Like don't just be as I would say the Christians again, as the soothsayers, as a liar, as your politicians, as your president. Don't just be as they are and just say things, but no deed behind it. You got to put some work behind it. Once you learn wisdom, right? You got to apply it in your life, man. You got to understand what it means to really be wise, to really be sound in your decisions, right? Let me give you an example. Being wise with picking a woman, right? Today's time, men are not taught how to pick women. Point blank, period. You know how I know that? Because of so many damn doomed relationships. So many men are laying with women, throwing them away. So many men pick the wrong woman and they're on child support. So many men pick the wrong woman and now she burned down the house, she unalived the kid, so on and so forth. We are not taught how to pick women in today's time. That's one thing that we lack. That's one wise fact that we lack. Another thing, what is it? Wisdom. And because we lack wisdom, what does that do? As the head, because the head lacks wisdom, what does that do to the rest of the body? The rest of the body just kind of follows along and dwindles away along with the head. If the head is in catastrophic array, what is the rest of the body going through? The rest of the body going through hell as well. So now you got the man that's lacking the wisdom, right? So now who else lacks it? Now your woman lack it. Now your kids lack it. So on and so forth. Now you're just in a whole bumble cahoot, whatever, just living life day to day without knowing a goddamn thing. You know why? Because we lack wisdom and our parents did and their parents did, so on and so forth. Our beginning of gaining wisdom is learning how to fear the Lord. And what do you learn how to fear the Lord, man? You learn how to fear the Lord in these law, statutes, and commandments, man. This Bible. Let me get this big old book. This right here. This is the King James 1611 Bible, man. If you do not got one, please go out and get one. King James 1611. I think this has the Apocrypha included in it. But this right here is the beginning of your wisdom, man. Learning how to read and understand and break down this book, right? Where do you get taught that at? You get taught that by the men in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. It's a fact, man. We've been doing this since 1969, man, saving Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, man, waking them up out the hell that they in, putting them in a spot and position to where they can hold their heads up high, to where they don't got to look down when they see a white man walk by, to where they can have some ground to stand on. You know what I'm saying? You ever heard the saying 10 toes down? Well, we 10 toes down when it comes to serving the Lord. You know why? Because we begin to gain that wisdom that we needed to sustain us in this. You go to the Christian church, man, you're not going to gain no wisdom to sustain you in anything but your deviant natures that you're already in. You're going to go in there and learn how to be a better drug dealer. You're going to go in there and learn how to be a better unaliver. You're going to go in there and learn how to be a better conniving, wicked bastard. You're going to learn how to sin better when you go into these them congregations, man. But in here, in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, you're going to learn the truth and what it really means to be wise in the eyes of the Lord. SHALAM. You want the class, sir? You know what I mean? So that's Proverbs 4:7 says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Just because you think you wise, man, don't mean you wise. Just because you hear something and repeat it, don't mean you understand what you're repeating. Get in class, man. Understand these things that's getting broken down to you. You know what I mean? Get proper breakdowns, proper counsel. And that's the beginning. That's the beginning, right? Changing yourself, changing your mindset. That's the beginning. Then we're going to go to James 1 and 5. All right, give you a second to go there, man. Let me see who in the classroom real quick. We got Princess Joanne in the classroom. Shalom, Princess. What's going on, sis? Maya Panaya in the classroom. Shalom, sis. Kodanria Juanita. What up, sis? Shalom, shalom. And Lanisha Robinson. What up, dude? What up with you, man? Give yourselves a hand, man, for being in class, man. you know, taking time out of your night, out of your day to come and sit down and learn amongst the priests and prophets of the Lord, man. The water your house for that. We're gonna go to James 1:5. It says, if any of you lack wisdom, right? Okay, come. You know what I mean? Got my Ottawa in here, helping a brother out, getting to it. You know what I mean? And the water your house, man, for this truth, man. Like I said, I can't thank it enough because me knowing the condition I was in before I began to gain this wisdom, it's like it's a total flip of the coin, man. You know what I mean? Head down in the water, didn't know where up was down was up, left was right, man. I didn't know nothing before I came into the truth. You know what I mean? But then I became to get, I wanted to gain wisdom. I wanted to serve the Lord. I wanted to learn consideration. I wanted to learn how to love my people. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got that, sir?
Come.
Go ahead.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
If any of you lack wisdom.
Now, Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, one thing that we know that we don't know that we lack is wisdom, man. We think we're the smartest people in the world. We are the smartest people in the world, but we walk with a stunt because of it. So we walk with our heads up high. You know what I mean? You get a black man some money, watch how he walk, because he think that money amounts to his wisdom. You get a black woman a big behind. She go to Florida, spend $5,000, give her a big behind. She think that amounts to some kind of knowledge, some kind of she know it all, some kind of uppity factor. You get what I'm saying? We lack knowledge, man. Your body is not everything, black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman. Your black man, that your pockets is not everything. Your pockets don't run the world. You can have all the money in the world and be the wickedest bastard. You can, as a black woman, you can have all the tail in the world and be the biggest whore. That don't mean you wise. We lack wisdom, real wisdom, which is the knowledge of that you as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child, you're the greatest thing on God's green earth. That's the wisdom that we lack, right? It says, if any of you lack. So who lacks? Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We lack. And if we lack, we ought to do what?
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High.
You got to turn to the Most High, man. You got to turn to the Most High, man. And you can't find them. You're not going to find them in the Muslim mosque or them Christian churches. You're going to find them right here in the I.S.U.P.K, just like all these other brothers did, just like I did, just like my ribs did, just like my kids did. You're going to find him in here, man. There's no other place in the earth that you're going to find the Most High and his wisdom at, but in the I.S.U.P.K. You know why? Because everybody in the world has this book. Everybody in the world. Catholics have it, Muslims have it. You go to every hotel known to man in society, every single hotel. What they got in that drawer to the left side of the bed? What they got in it? A Bible. They keep a Bible in every one of them hotel rooms, man. And you know why that is? Because that Roman Catholic dogma runs the world. It runs the world. Christianity is the number one religion in the earth. Number one religion in the earth, but we're still destroyed. The scriptures say when the righteous rule, the earth rejoices. When the wicked rule, the earth is mourning. If Christianity is the number one religion in the earth, why is the earth at mourning? You got to understand something, man. Because Christianity was never meant for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
It was never meant for us. And as long as we continue to put ourselves and subvert ourselves under this oppressive society and their wicked dogmatic ways via Christianity, we're going to continue to lack the knowledge, man. We're going to continue to be under his footstool. We're going to continue to be further away from these law, statutes, and commandments like the Most High wanted us to be. He wanted us to be with him, not away, right? It says, from the beginning, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High. Keep going.
That give it to all men liberally.
Keep going.
And upbraideth not. And it shall be given him.
Listen, man, if you want something from the Lord, man, you ask of him. And if you're doing right by the Lord not going to withhold anything from you. The Lord going to give you everything you need. You ever heard that saying, the Lord don't give you nothing you can't handle? Well, that is true. Everything that you're going through in society and your hell with your wife, your kids, the Lord allowed that to happen. He's not giving you anything that you're not able to obtain and win through. That's the whole point of life. And the whole point of serving the Most High power is to endure and to fight until the end. Look what happened to Job. Job went through absolute hell. He didn't throw it at him because he couldn't handle it. He threw it at him because he knew he could. And sometimes it takes a push, and sometimes it takes for you to go through hell just to know that you can do it. You ever heard of what is it called? What don't kill you make you stronger? Right. That's the truth, man. That's the absolute truth. What does not kill you makes you stronger. And the same thing with serving the Lord, man. When you serve the Lord, the scriptures say, prepare our soul for adversity, man. Christ said, if they hate you, know that they hated me first. Whenever you come to serve the Lord, man, understand that you're going to go through absolute hell at first. You're going to go through absolute hell at first until you gain the strength that you never knew you had. You always had it, but you're going to absolutely go through hell so you can find yourself. Find that wisdom that you had, but you never knew you had. Find that strength that you had, but you never knew you had. When you begin to come and serve the Lord, just remember that, man. That's wisdom. That's wisdom. Wisdom is understanding that the way that you've been living your whole life for the last 30, 40 years has not worked. Wisdom is understanding that you as a Black, Hispanic, and Native American are not supposed to be in the condition that you're in society. Wisdom is understanding that you're the greatest people on God's green earth if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American. That's wisdom, man. Wisdom is not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster because the Most High said so. And if you eat it, you're going to get gout, diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, all manner of disease and illness. Wisdom is knowing that if you're bad, if you disobey your father has to discipline us. That's the right. Most High is our Father, and he disciplines us every day.
That's right.
That's wisdom, man. That's wisdom. Drop that and give me James 3:17.
So like I was going to say, wisdom is the key to knowing how to deal with difficult situations.
Right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Damn right. Come on. Give me James 3:17.
The book of James, chapter 3, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
But the wisdom that is from above is the first pure, then peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality, and without hypocrisy.
See, listen, understand this. That wisdom that you gain in the Christian churches is none of these things. It is full of hypocrisy. It is full of partiality. They'll tell you half truths. You ever heard of a half truth? That's the wisdom that you're going to gain outside of the I.S.U.P.K. Them half truths, that partial. You can eat this meat. Well, if you pray over it, you can eat it now. That's the wisdom that you're going to gain outside of the truth. But it says the wisdom that you get from the Most High is the first pure, the cleanest thing that you can get. Learning that you're the greatest thing on God's green earth is the cleanest thing, the purest thing that you can get. Learning that you should be ruling over this wicked nation. And when you rule, everybody, including the wicked, are going to feel better about themselves. That's the pure, beautiful, beautiful wisdom. That's what that is. That's the gentle and easy to be entreated wisdom. Knowing that you serve a king, that if you disobey him, he's righteous with you and he'll punish you to get you back in order. Imagine if you never got disciplined. I was just talking to my son about this. Imagine somebody that doesn't get disciplined ever in their life. Imagine a liar. We use a liar. You're a liar and you never get caught lying. Are you ever going to get better? Never. Imagine if you're a liar and people know you're lying and they never call you out. Are you ever going to get better? No. You're destroyed. That is destroying you. Imagine if you're a woman, a young lady, and you dress promiscuous 2 times or for the last 5 years with your husband, right? And now he try to come along and change you. You looking at him like he crazy. You know why? Because it's been let slide for so long. And now in your mind, you are how you are. Imagine if you start out just smoking weed. You know, weed is, they say, is the gateway drug. You start out with weed and then you get worse as you go along. Things, if left alone, not unchecked, not checked, they get worse, not better. You've never known mold to get better. That mold started in one area and it spread wider and wider. Why? If you don't check it, you don't put no mold away, or whatever y'all use for mold, you don't put that on that thing gonna spread, man. Right. Same thing with a cancer.
Right.
You put a piece of cancer on your skin, let it just sit. Let it just be. Why? It's going to, sooner or later, it's going to take over your whole damn body.
Right.
You got to check these things, man. And the Most High gave us the wisdom to do so, which is found in these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is found if you're a Black, Hispanic, and Native American in the I.S.U.P.K. on the Community of YAHANNA. We learn these wise things to do what? To come out of the hell that we in and to gain wisdom and to gain a mind of our own. Living out there in Christianity of our own selves, we don't have a mind of our own. We think we're living for ourselves. No, we're living for the oppressor. We have subserted him as our father, spiritually and physically in this nation. He rules over us, not the Most High. He dictates how we should live and how we should treat our husbands and wives, not the Most High. He dictates how we should treat our children, not the Most High. He dictates who runs the household, not the Most High. That's how we live day to day, as long as we are outside in Christianity, in the world. Anywhere outside the I.S.U.P.K, man, you are not living for yourself. You're living for the goddamn white man. You're not living for yourself at all. You're living for every other thing other than the Most High. You're living for your own selfish deviance that you learn from who? The oppressor, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
You didn't learn that from the Most High. The Most High's wisdom is what? Peaceable, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruit. Good fruit. What is a good fruit? It's the thing that the tree produces. What does Christianity produce? Nothing but S.A.ers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Of children,
right.
Of grown men, of grown women. It doesn't produce any good fruit. You get what I'm saying? Look at Eddie Long. Look at Kirk Franklin. I think he made some of his Christian songs bucket naked.
Yeah.
Naked on the piano, and y'all up there singing that man music.
And we didn't have to know that.
Why tell somebody that, man? You know what he was doing? He was fishing. I bet you he got a couple of DMs that night. Okay. Couple of DMs by a couple of things that he was wishing the demon was sick on him. And I bet you he allowed it too, man. Goddamn Christianity, man. You're not going to gain anything in that church but hell. More hell, and you're going to gain sustainability to stay in your hell. You're going to gain comfortability in your sin is what you'll gain. You're not going to gain good fruit. You're not going to gain something without hypocrisy in that church. Name one thing in the Christian church that's not hypocrisy. The pastor say, he'll marry you and say to death do you part. And that same man, he'll be the one to divorce you. That's sick, man. He'll tell you to death do you part. And as soon as you get married with your husband, the pastor be like, the Lord will send you another man.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he's the one that's doing your premarital counseling.
Right. He the one getting you ready to go through the ceremony. He learning you. And in his head, he know y'all ain't right. He know y'all not gonna last, but he'll be like, yeah, Lord gonna be with you. And he'll go up there and sign that paper to death do you part with y'all. That's disgusting, man. That's hypocrisy. That's a hypocrite. That man will tell you, woman, be good to your man. Man, be good to your woman. Man, you can only have one woman, and he be laying with all three of the ladies in the choir. Laying with three of them. Touching on saying the children, all manner of evil. Going outside, hitting the joint real quick, get the Holy Spirit and come back in there. Man, yeah, that Christian church is full of hypocrisy, man. Salakia, give me Proverbs 3:13. Man, that hypocrisy has no end in that church. Matter of fact, just in the world, period. In the world, period, like us as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are so destroyed that we don't even understand how much of a hypocrite we are. Like we'll tell our sons and daughters not to sell drugs, but we'll sell it and smoke it. We'll tell our daughters not to be whores, but we'll go pop 2 whores on a Saturday night at Fat Daddy's. We'll tell our daughters not to be strippers, but we'll own a strip club. We'll go to strip clubs and throw money on somebody else's mother, somebody else's daughter. We'll do these things. We are absolute hypocrites, man. We're hypocrites. You know where we learned it from? We learned it from the #1 religion in the world, which is the Christian church, man.
That's right.
Which is not of the Lord's. Go ahead, Adawan.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 13. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom. When you find wisdom, man, when you truly find wisdom, when you truly find out who you are as a man, when you truly find out who you should serve and the way that you've been living in life is wrong, when you truly find that, you find happiness. You find comfort in that. Keep going.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom,
Uh-huh.
and the man that getteth understanding.
And the man that getteth understanding. You remember the first scripture I pulled out, man, is I believe it was Proverbs 4:7, man. You got to understand this. You can gain, quote unquote, all the wisdom in the world, but not understand it. You can hear the parables that Christ broke down, but not understand it. A lot of the disciples, when Christ was here, they didn't understand nothing that Christ was saying until after he's passing. When you gain some knowledge, go and study. Don't just believe what we're saying in the truth. Go and look at what we're saying and prove it to be wrong or prove it to be right. Go gain some understanding, man. First, you got to get in the building, though. You got to get in class. You got to get in class, man. But go gain some. When we tell you don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, and the Lord said not to eat it, go look and see if what we're saying is right. When we tell you, look, sister, you do this, this gonna happen to you. You lay with this man, this gonna happen to you. Just look at the record. Go ahead.
It's like you take the current conditions of most relations, like a lot of Black, Hispanic, Native Indians relationships.
Right.
They'll leave each other because they're not happy.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And that right there is hypocrisy, because the Christian church, when they married you, they said to what?
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse, till death. Till death do you part.
Yeah.
Till death do you. I ain't dead yet, nigga. You think I care if you're mad at me? We in this till forever, but forever don't last always. That's what they'll say.
Yeah.
Man, that's a goddamn lie, man. Forever lasts always in here. We got brothers married 2, 3, 4 women for 20 years. It lasts forever through sickness and in health till death do you part, waiting to die. Man, I can't wait to die. Lord, have me 2 more women.
And so like that's the wisdom.
That's the wisdom.
And the wisdom ain't talking about the wisdom of this world.
Right.
Talking about the wisdom of the scriptures and what the Most High said.
That's right, man. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Most High in Christ. Give a hand, man. Most High in Christ. We got to obtain this wisdom, man. The wisdom that the Most High has for every Black, Hispanic, and Native American. The wisdom for the Israelites to come out the hell that they in and rule over this wicked place. That's the wisdom we ought to have. The wisdom of how to maintain and sustain a thriving relationship, whether it be with your friends, family, or a business partner in Israel. That's wisdom, man. Wisdom of how to grow a community. Take a community that's the lowest in the earth and rebuild yourselves, rebuild a nation, rebuild that great nation that the Most High said we'll have in the end. That's wisdom. That's obtaining good wisdom. And you can't do that by being a hypocrite. And where do you find the most hypocrites at? In Christianity. Every hypocrite you know in the earth has a cross on his neck. They got a cross on his neck. They got God love me, Jesus child, chosen one, a tramp stamp, stripping the club, sell drugs, all kind of manner of evil. Those are the hypocrites, man. Christians are the hypocrites.
Right.
And you don't blame the ill for being ill. I don't blame a child for being taught what he's taught, right? I don't even blame his mother and father. I blame the oppressor, man, for putting them in that condition to where now their mind just thinks that how they living is okay.
That's right.
Their mind ultimately thinks that there's nothing wrong with being a hypocrite. We don't even see how we're hypocrites, man. But we're gonna keep going. It says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, right? And getteth understanding. Salakia, drop that and give me Ephesians.
Salakia, can I read verse 14?
Oh, yeah, come on. Keep going. Salakia, sir.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Verse 14. For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. Listen, man, the knowledge and wisdom that you're gonna gain in these scriptures, man, these law, statutes, commandments, is more finer than silver and gold. It's more precious than anything that you're going to ever gain in this earth, man. Knowing who you are and who you serve is more important than drinking water. Yeah, it's more important than anything you can get. It's more important than your business, your 501c3, your 1099, your trucking business, your Goodyear job, your women, your kids. Learning who you are, gaining this wisdom that Christ came and taught us.
that the disciples laid down for us. Gaining this wisdom that the Most High sent to his children. That's more important than everything in this world, man.
And Salaki. And with that wisdom, you will know where all those things come from.
Right.
You'll know where your water come from.
Right.
You'll know where your food come from. You'll know where your husband came from. You'll be able to look at it and say, "The Lord sent me that."
Right.
Versus the street sent me
that. Right. You'll get that. What Christians say, you get that discernment. You'll get that discernment. That discernment. You'll get that discernment. Come on. We keep going out of one.
15.
Come on.
She is more precious than rubies. And all the things that Candace desire, are not to be compared unto her.
Listen, you can't compare this truth to nothing in this earth. I remember when I first came into the truth, man, I always tell this story. I think I had like a couple bowls on my lap, and while we was at the light on Merchant Road, I never stopped telling the story. And this one brother, Radazar, man, was trying to tell me about the truth and all. I said, man, bro, you weak, man. You weak. He was trying to tell me God don't love everybody. And I'm, man, I just thank the Lord for this truth. I'm sitting there with some in my lap, and I'm telling this man he lying and God love everybody. I'm yelling at him, and we going through the light. I'm like, you stupid, man. I'm doing all this fussing. Like, you stupid, you weak, man. Stop, don't stop. Don't listen to that. If you listen to that, man, you weak. Those are weak-minded people. Stupid.
Right.
I didn't know that what that brother was trying to give me was more precious than gold.
That's right.
I didn't know that what he was trying to give me was more precious than rubies. Right. And I'm sitting up there throwing it. Get out my face with that. I thank the Lord that because the Most High don't do this to everybody, but the Most High chose to wake me up, man. Nice. And I thank the Lord for it every day, man. That saved my life, man. Like, this wisdom saved my life. I don't know when it clicked. It might have been one of Officer Abraham classes, but I knew where I was at, and I knew that this was where I had to be, man. I knew that this was more precious. I started gaining value for this truth and learning that serving the Lord is more precious than serving myself. I learned that serving the Lord is more important than my own selfish deeds, than learning how to weigh out a bow on a fish scale, than learning how to cut this down and cut that up. Boom, boom, boom. It was more important than that. It's more important than anything I can gain from this earth, let alone the little money. It's more important than rubies and gold and all facets of life. It's more important than everything, man. And when I gained that knowledge, man, I began to gird myself up in these scriptures, man, sit down and learn under these preaching prophets of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? And I began to gain wisdom. And with that wisdom that I gained, it was like a trickle-down effect. I began to teach it to my son, to teach it to my baby mama, to teach it to my brothers, so on and so forth. And some of them didn't obtain it. Some of them didn't gain it and hold fast to it. Some of them didn't, and some of them did, man. And at first, I know when I started to come into the truth, man, the scriptures say, man, I think it's in Matthew, it says, when you come to serve your Lord, serve the Most High, prepare your soul for adversity.
Right.
Also that your foes are going to be of your own household. Man, my family absolutely hated me when I came to serve the Lord. Absolutely hated me. I'm talking about they were going crazy because it was around the time of my grandma's birthday. Man, they were calling me all kind of like wicked bastards. It was so crazy. I almost fought my uncle a few times. Crazy, man. Just over not eating pork. Just not coming to Thanksgiving no more. Not knowing that what I'm giving them is more precious than gold.
And Salakia, you know, I kind of went through a similar thing, but coming to think about it, I don't ever remember my people saying something to my cousin when he went to prison. Like, they didn't try to fight him in the wickedness that he was doing. They know he was pushing whatever he was pushing.
Right.
They know my cousin was dancing.
Right.
They came in, ate Thanksgiving and
right.
Christmas.
Right.
And everybody seemed to get along with them just fine.
Man.
The minute somebody put a plate in front of me and be like, hey man, I don't eat that pork, man. I don't eat that. What you mean?
Yeah.
I instantly become an enemy to everybody in
Right,
there. But I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, this brother, my cousin been to prison. He's still selling, shooting at people.
Auntie stripping.
Aunties, yeah. They lying, they back there smoking in the corner.
Yeah.
Y'all, they back there hunching on each other.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody saying nothing. I say, don't put no pork on my plate.
Yeah, they like, what? Who is this nigga? Who is it?
Who you think you is?
He and I think he better than everybody.
You Jesse Jackson.
Now that is true, man.
No, first thing they say is, you a Muslim?
Yeah,
you a Muslim.
You now? A Muslim now? Man, most high, that's a heavy point, man. I ain't even think about that. That's so true, man. We so quick to condemn being righteous, by the works of the Lord, but we so laxadative on the evilness in the earth. Yeah. We don't care about it. Like I said, like Christianity makes us numb to being a hypocrite and just to being in our sin. It makes us so comfortable. And every one of those people that you named, the drug dealer, the people with sexual deviance, the stripper, they all are Christians. All of them. All of them say, God love me no matter what. All of them. They don't have the wisdom, man. They don't have this thing that is more precious than silver and gold. They don't have that. They don't have that. And when they try to, and when we try to give it to them, what do? Turn it down.
Reject it.
They reject it, man. They reject it, man. Same thing I did. I don't fall for it. I tried to throw it, man. Boy, you better get out my face. Tell me something. Jesus don't love everybody. You wicked. You weak. Crazy, man. I was sick, man. But why do you howl, man? He chose me, man. Chose me out of all my family, man. Chose me. Woke my silly behind up. So why do you howl? Why you howl shy? We're gonna keep going on that.
Verse 16. Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand, riches and honor.
The things that you're gonna gain from being wise, man. The life that you're gonna gain from being wise, the riches, whether it's physical or spiritual, those things are more important than everything that you can gain in this earth. Those things are more solidly founded than anything that you can gain in this earth, man. Anything that you can build up. This wisdom that you obtain from the Most High is more important than everything that you can think of. So like we're gonna drop that and give me Ephesians 5 and 15. Ephesians 5 and 15. Let me get it to 5, 15. Understand this, man. If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, man, you wanna gain power over your household again, get in class. If you're a woman, you want to gain your strength back, get in class. If you're a child, you don't have a father, get in class. If you're a child, you don't have a mother, get in class, man. Understand this. These brothers and sisters that laid their old life down to come and serve the Lord, they're more important than anything that you can gain, and that's wisdom. I mean, that's the wisdom. Learning that they're more important than anybody out there teaching you any kind of false doctrine. That's wisdom as well, man. Understand that these law, statutes, and commandments have been broken down to them bit by bit, little by little, so that they can break it down to you. And learning up under them is a wise deed.
That's right.
Go ahead, Adawan.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. See then that we walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
But as wise, man. We're walking circumspectly in this society as fools. We're walking around as fools in this society, man. Black, Hispanics, Native Americans are you ever heard of the Walking Dead? We are the Walking Dead in today's society. We don't know whether we're going or coming. We don't know whether it's up or down. We wake up day to day, 7 days a week, go to work, living check to check. And we'll still go spend. We know the lights being due for a month and a half. We'll still go buy that bottle of liquor. We know the lights, the water bill about to cut off. We'll wait like a month and 3 days, and then we'll try to pay $10 on a $300 bill and see if they give us grace. and go buy a bag of weed. We are walking as fools in this society. Keep going.
Verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
We got to redeem our time back. Why? Because these days that we're living in are evil, man. We live in a society where you have to say, when you're having conversations about concerning women and you're talking about like getting to know her and all that, you got to ask certain things. Was she a woman from birth? That's crazy. How do you become a woman? That sounds crazy, man. You got signs on the bathroom with all manner of evil on it. I was at what was I at? It was some I think it's a southern thing or something like that in Raleigh. Something like that. And on the bathroom, it had like 12 different species. It had a man, woman, half man, half goat, half. It was crazy. It had unitard, a unicorn, a half goat, half man. It was like whatever's welcome. All those are welcome in each bathroom. You don't understand how disgusting that is. Especially to my son. My son walk across there, look at that, like, what is that?
Yeah.
What that mean? What the unicorn? Who is the unicorn? What the hell is that, man?
And so like that's heavy because it takes away the natural ability to decide what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
When you apply animals to it in children's mind.
Right. So now the child thinking literally he can grow up and be whatever the hell he want to. And that's a damn lie. Right. You can't grow up and be no car lover. And I done seen it. Man, I was watching this. I can't believe it was some episode. I forgot what it was. What's the name of that show called? But the nigga had married a car. He married a car. It was one. The lady had married a tree. Out there kissing the tree, hugging the dog. I said, "What the devil is this?" Like, this society allows you to do every manner of evil that you can think of. These days are evil, man. We ought to redeem our time, man. We ought to come back to this wisdom, man, and understand how we've been living is wrong. This world is not for us. If you're living in a world where you can marry a cat and a dog, I don't want to be a part of that. You live in a world now where I think where is that? Somewhere over there in Europe, I think you can do like what is it? Like it's called pederasty or something like that. Something like that. It's like somewhere in the world. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna do a class on it. It's somewhere around the world where you're allowed to marry a young underage girl or boy.
Society that they got.
Yeah, it's a society, but it's allowed. I think it's called pederasty or something like that. That's the world, the earth that we live in, man. And you think the righteous is ruling. You think that Christianity is the way when it's the number one religion leading this society. You know them tree lovers and them dog huggers, them horse lay witters. You know what they are? They Christians. All of them. They Christians, man. Your biggest CMs in the world are Christians. Yep, your biggest SAers in the world are Christians. Your biggest unalivers are Christians. Your biggest gangbangers are Christians. All of them, man. All of them. You can't serve God and mammon, man. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve God and money, gang banging and the Most High. You can't listen to Gumby and the Most High at the same time, man. You got to choose one. You got to pick one or the other. Slack it. Con. Ephesians 5:17. It says, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." What's the will of the Lord for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans? We don't understand it, man. And Christianity keep you blind to it. What is the will of the Lord, man, in the eyes of the Most High? The will of the Lord is to do what he said to do, to live how he said to live, to raise your kids up so that they can raise up their children, so that we can raise up a righteous nation under the Most High, so that we can get out of all this disease and famine, so that we can teach our young ones who should go in this bathroom, who should go in that bathroom, so we can teach our wives and kids what to eat and what not to eat. That's the wisdom, man. That's the wisdom. It said, be ye not unwise, but understanding that the will of the Lord is. The will of the Lord is wise, man. Living according to these law, statutes, and commandments is wise. Not eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is wise. Not laying with these strange women is wise. Getting in class, doing 90 days in all black if you're a man is wise. If you're a woman, covering your head in this evil nation, putting on a cardigan is wise. Listening to your man, of subserting yourself under the authority of the I.S.U.P.K is wise. That's the wisdom, man, you should gain. Verse 18, it says, and be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. What does that mean to be filled with the Spirit? To mean get full with this, get drunk off of this, and not drunk off of that.
Right.
You should be intoxicated with this truth, man. You want to fill yourself up with these law, statutes, and commandments under the Most High, man. Fill yourself up with the truth of who you are, because you're already filled up with one thing now. The scripture says you got to empty out that old wine before you pour in the new wine, because if you pour in a new wine before you empty out all the old wine, it's going to mix and it's going to be undrinkable. Well, the same thing with these knowledge, man, and the wisdom of this world. You got to get rid of that wisdom in order to gain the wisdom of the Most High power. In order to do what? It says, and be not drunk with wine wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. In order to be filled with the Spirit, you got to pour out that old thing. Pour out that old man. Clean that old bottle out. Wash it out and wash it good. Get some good soap. And now you can be filled with the Spirit, man. You can't be filled with the Spirit and drunken with wine. You got to pick. You got to pick one. Shalaka, give me Proverbs 12 and 15, Baba Shah. We got to understand, man, that the ways of this world, man, is not the ways of the Most High power. The ways of this world is not going to do nothing for us at all. At all, man. It hasn't done nothing for us. The ways of this world have us thinking that we deserve the knee on our neck, that we deserve to be in the condition we're in. We deserve to get sloughed from trees in 2025. Our children deserve to get treated all manner of ways in public schools. That's why my brother I.S.U.P.K, man, he laid it down short and sweet. They would mess with my niece so crazy in the school, not literally, but they were doing things that he didn't approve of so much. Took out the school, put it in homeschool, easy. And where did he find a homeschool at? In the I.S.U.P.K. Yep, put her right on in classes, easy peasy, putting in pie. You know what I mean? We got to understand that we are better together than apart. We have everything that we need together. Black people and Hispanic people and Native American people, imagine what a society we'll have if we really did just come together. As Zephaniah 2:1 says. Imagine if we came all the way together, put all our utilities together, all our amenities, all our assets together, and watch what we'll build, man. We done did it time and time again. Why not try it again? Why not try it one more time? Keep going.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes.
Now, as Black Hispanics and Native Americans, man, I'm going to be honest. We walk around as fools today. What do I mean by that? Because can't nobody tell us nothing. Can't nobody tell us we wrong. Can't nobody tell us that the way we living is wrong. The way we've been treating our kids is wrong. The way we treat our spouses is wrong. The way we raising up these nations is wrong. We can't tell us nothing. You can't tell us how to raise our kids. You can't tell us how to eat, how to cook, you can't tell us nothing. You can't tell a black man, hey, look, brother, stop gangbanging. That's destroying your people.
Right.
F you, nigga. You can't tell a woman, hey, cover up, sis. That's uncomely of you. Nigga, shut up. You insecure? You can't tell us nothing, man. Nothing at all, man. And that's the ways of a fool, man. The ways of a fool is what? Is right in his own eyes.
Right.
The way we living, man, the destructive ways that Black Hispanics and Native Americans are living is wise in our own eyes. We don't see nothing wrong with stripping. We don't see nothing wrong with unaliving. We don't see nothing wrong with gang banging, selling drugs, laying with whores, throwing them away. We don't see nothing wrong with it. We think it's okay. Why? Because our parents did it to us.
And Salakia,
Go ahead.
it also can be something very simple. We like doing it.
Yeah.
Jim Muhammad said something one time I thought it was so profound. He was just like, everybody always talk about the excuses of why they do drugs. And
right.
Try to find ways of how do they get addicted to, cocaine.
Right.
He said, but he never heard anybody just tell the most honest truth.
Right.
And the truth is, they like it now.
You like it. You love it. Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah, we love it, man. We love it. That's the easy thing. We love that easy thing. It feels good. Like smoking weed. Smoking weed feels great.
And you know what else?
What?
You can always convince yourself that you're right.
Right. You be hitting it, but you like, man, it's the herb. It's come from the herb.
Don't nobody love me anyway.
Just mess. Yep. I'm gonna die of something.
Yeah.
I gotta die of something. Shoot. He ain't killed me yet.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He's
man.
still working on me.
And that's and that's the way of a fool. We'll find a way to make it right in our own heads. Keep going.
But he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise.
What is that counsel, man? Counsel is that guidance. Counsel is that leadership. Is that advice. He that hearkens unto that. When you learn that eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster is wrong, and it says it in the scriptures, you should automatically stop. Because the Lord said. Furthermore, when we teach you the adverse effects of sinning against the Lord in that manner, you should hearken unto it. You know why? Because you should just do it because the Most High said don't do it. On top of that, it gives you all kind of disease. Men shouldn't lay with mankind. Why? Because the Most High said not to do it. But it also gives you AIDS and HIV. It's certain things you just shouldn't do because the Lord said not to do it. But that ain't enough for black people. So then when we still prove scientifically why you shouldn't do it, you're still negate it. You still turn a blind eye to it. You know why? Because you like sinning. You like it. You love it. We love to be disobedient. It feels good to sin. It feels good to get high. It feels good if you're a man just to lay with whores. If you're a woman just to have all them rods. It feels great. And that's not the way the Most High wanted us to live, man. That's being a fool and making it seem right in your own eyes just because it make you feel good or just because it's the easiest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to sin. I'd rather do that harder thing, though. That harder thing is serving the Lord, man. And it ain't really hard, man. The scriptures say the laws are not grievous, meaning they're not hard to do. It's not hard not to eat pork. It's not hard not to eat a shrimp. It's not hard not to lay with your brother's wife. It's not hard at all. We just love to do it. It feels good to do. Like Madawan said, we like doing it. It's easy. It's that thing that we're comfortable with. We've been doing it for 25 years. Now we supposed to stop? No, man. I get it right in the next life. We gotta die something, man. They did to me, why not do it to them? And that's a destroyed people, man. Only a destroyed people will try to make their hell, make themselves feel good about the hell that they're in. And that's the condition of black people. Zephaniah 2:1 says, gather together, O nation not desired. That's the condition of a nation not desired.
That's right.
A nation not desired to make themselves feel comfortable in the hell that they're in. A nation not desired to make it something out of nothing. When we was in slavery and the master used to give us chitlins, we used to not eat it. We began to starve, so then some of us would still eat it. Other ones would just die and starve. So much so that they was force-feed it, break our front teeth out, stick a pole down there and shove the pork down the pipe. So what do? We made something out of nothing. Start learning how to cook the chitlins and pig feet. That won't no thing that Master ate.
Right.
Master ate the ribs, man. He ate the ribs, the Boston butt. Those are the pieces he ate and gave us the intestines to choose from. The pig feet, the pig snout. Who the hell even think to eat a pig snout? Nose of a damn pig. We had to. We had to because we was hungry. We was starving. And if we weren't going to eat it, they was going to force it down our throat. So what did? They bent us until we broke. And we broke and we began to do what? Do something with nothing. And now so much so that we're so oppressed now that we don't see nothing wrong with eating that. We don't see nothing wrong with it. We are fools who make it right in our own eyes.
It's Salaki. We made it okay to accept the crumbs that the oppressor gives to us.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We made that okay, and we should have all just kept dying. We should have all just kept. It's crazy because I understand. I try to understand what they went through in slavery, because just seeing your father get beat and raped in front of you, that does something to you to where you don't want to go through that same thing too. But I tell you, man, there was a woman in Maccabees, and we'll go over that story probably next week. A woman in Maccabees, man, seeing all her kids get unalive, mutilated, destroyed right in front of us. And at the end, she still ain't give in. That's the spirit we have to be, man. And you're not going to find that spirit nowhere in the earth but in the I.S.U.P.K. Like I say this a lot too, man. You got a lot of cameramen out there. The world has 100,000 million cameramen, right? But in here, we got warriors. We got warriors. We got enough cameramen. We got a couple of them in here too. But we got brothers in here that's willing to die as well. You're not going to just have a knee on someone's neck in front of me and I not get unalive too. I have to. And you know what that does? That starts a trickle down effect. Now, when I raise my son to be the same way, he raises his sons to be the same way. What are you doing? Now you're building up a strong foundation to it. Now you're building up a nation of brothers and sisters that are kill and die for each other, that are not only kill and die for each other, but to live for each other, that are check each other. Hey, brother, that got swine in, don't eat it. All right, cuz. Hey, brother, that got that in, don't eat that. All right, cuz. Hey, bro, don't go over there. We stay on this side. Over here, we safe over here. When you start from the bottom, we already at the bottom. We can only go up. That we're building that foundation, man. That wise foundation, that wise group of children that's gonna raise up the next children, to where now we'll have a civilization that's just like that woman in the Maccabees. That's just like that slave that wouldn't eat the pork and rather starve. That's just like the slave that got beat for his other brothers and sisters, knowing that he didn't do nothing wrong. That's the strength that we need to gain back, man. God. We got to gain that back. But we've been beat down so much that, like my Ottawa said, we decided to, man, look, tired of going through this. I'm going to accept the crumbs. And I'm going to make these crumbs taste good. I'm going to do whatever I can with this. I'm going to make this stretch, and I'm going to get comfortable in it. Thank you for these crumbs. To hell with that, man. That's the way of a fool making himself look right in his own eyes. But it says, but he that hearken unto counsel is wise. What's that counsel, man? That counsel is not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. If you're black, Hispanic, you're the greatest thing on God's green earth. If you lay with that woman, you got to keep her to death, do your part, real life. And you cannot, you got to forgive your brother 7 times 7. That's the wise counsel. That's the counsel that you need and ought to take heed to. Jot that and give me Proverbs 10 and 23. Yes, Lord. It's a great thing, man. It's a great day to be in the I.S.U.P.K. I need a shirt like that. It's a great day to be in the I.S.U.P.K. Go ahead, other one.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 23. Is it as sport to a fool to do mischief?
Yeah, it's a sport for a fool to do mischief, man. It becomes like it's fun. You ever seen somebody selling drugs? That's fun to them, making that money, that dough swinging back and forth. You got 40 in the first hour. That's fun. We used to have, people used to have like a trap out fest. They'll see who made the most money in like 10 hours or 20 hours. That was fun back then. See who get the bowls the cheapest for this week. Whoever made the most money at the end of the week, they'll buy 2 bowls for the next one, or for everybody in the little, you know what I mean? Whatever they did, it was fun. It's a fun thing, man. Like we make mischief fun. It's like a sport. It's a sport.
Salaki.
Go ahead.
That's games.
Games. That's right. That's right.
That's the Christian church. That's the speaking in tongue and the church dances. They know it's not real.
That's their fruit.
but they done made it in their mind that they're right in doing it. But reading the scriptures, you won't find that in there.
Right.
You won't find them singing it. I mean, speaking in tongues or singing in tongues.
Right.
The understanding of the scripture, you won't find it in there.
Right.
They make sport of it,
Good
to
night.
do mischief.
Right.
Oh man, you know, you can only have one wife.
Right.
But come to find out, you sleeping with everybody.
Right. They make a sport out of it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good night. Who can sin the most?
Yeah.
Good
Brothers
night.
talk about it all the time in the world.
Yeah.
She looked, she took.
Yeah. Yeah. They be like, man, you don't get no women.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sport.
Yeah.
Man, I get higher than you.
Yeah.
You can't smoke 10 blunts.
There you go.
Make a sport out of it, man. Good night. I bet you I get that girl. Which one? The bucket naked one over there with the three nipples.
We got the gas over here.
Yeah, we got that gas. That strong over here. Make a sport out of it, man. Good night, man. Mischief. We make a sport out of it. That's crazy. The Lord, man. You know where you gaining all these? You probably never knew none of these scriptures in the Bible.
What most a lot?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Look, that was a video of what her name? B. Simone. Remember B. Simone, the comedian?
Yeah.
And she was talking to this woman, and she was like, "Yeah, I was married, but I didn't never want to be married." She was like, "Why?" She said, "Because, you know, he just wasn't my guy." But then she like, "Well, why did you marry him then?" She started laughing, and she said, "Well, it was a lot of pressure because he asked me to marry him in front of everybody." They all bust out, start laughing.
Yeah, that's so sick, man. That's so sick, and that's so much the reason why we destroy it.
Come.
Because of status quo, because of how we're looked at in society. Because it's so many brothers I run into in the world from when I was in the world. They'll see me now, they'll be like, I don't know if I can put on that garment. And that one little thing is stopping them because they're so scared to lose a friend or two. They're so scared that they woman might leave them. Well, you got 14 of them, brother. What you scared of one? They so scared that their children gonna hate them. Man, look, Lord be with you, because if you're not strong enough to come out of that hellhole, man, to serve the Lord and save your people, we don't need you in here, man. And that's just that on that. You know why? Because out there, you're only going to learn how to make sport of your mischief. Mm-hmm. But it says, but a man of understanding has wisdom. What's that understanding, man? We have understanding in the I.S.U.P.K. to know that we should not be who they want us to be. We should not be the unalivers that the oppressor wants us to be. We should not be out here making sport of how many hoes you can get and throw away. We should not be out here, if you're a woman, seeing who can get the most niggas by how less of clothes that they wear. They make sport out of it, man. Absolute sport. It's a fad. You don't even see women with clothes on no more, man. Just being honest. You go to the movies, man, they have naked. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like lingerie in the movies in Walmart? Like, that's weird. You wearing lingerie in Walmart? Come on, man. Let's make sweatsuits great again. Let's make head wraps and cardigans great again. Where my shirt at, Kowal? I gotta hit him up. Let's make head wraps and cardigans great again.
Yeah.
Something for the wintertime, man. We need something. Because that's the way of a fool. And they make it look right in their own eyes, man. They make sport of the mischief. That's what's going on in society. Making sport of the mistress, and we so damn oppressed that we make it any way to look right in our own eyes. Good night. Give me Proverbs 18 and 15, Baba Kashaw, when you get a chance.
I'll go and read 24 when you talk about the garment.
Okay, come on.
Verse 24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of righteous shall be granted.
Listen, man. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you talking about that fear
of
the wicked because you changed your life.
Right.
But you got to have that desire to outrun, to put all them the words or the action that people
That's
say
right.
against you.
That's right.
When you begin to be righteous,
Mhm.
right? Then you're gonna be granted that wisdom of knowing the difference.
That's right.
You understand? So it's like what you said earlier.
Yeah.
I got put on that garment, man. I don't know. I don't want my people looking at me like that.
Right.
Man.
Right.
You're afraid to change your life,
Right.
because you don't understand the preciousness of changing your life, like
Right.
you said.
Right.
Like early in the scripture, like, you know what I'm saying? Us changing is worth more than silver and the gold.
That's right. That's right.
You can't be afraid of the wicked.
Man, what you're saying is so heavy. That boils down to us finding value in serving the Lord.
Okay.
Christianity makes us devalue these scriptures, man. We devalue these scriptures so much so that we'll bend them to our own will and our own just do. We'll do whatever we can to bend it to our deviancy. We'll bend it to, well, if you're a woman, you'll bend it to, well, you can only have one wife, says this scripture. We'll bend it to, dang, I do want to eat that pork. Well, it's the other unclean meat. What did Paul say? You seen what he said? All meat, all things are clean. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We got to understand, man, the value in serving the Lord. The brother, that's why Adawan said in verse 24? Can you read it again, Baba Kasha?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 10, verse 24. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted.
We got to understand that we have to desire to serve the Lord more than we desire to serve ourselves. We got to desire to serve the Lord more than we desire to blend in, to fit in, to be at a status quo. We got to desire to serve the Lord more than we desire to serve our woman, more than we desire that money that bag gonna get us, more than we desire to be comfortable in our lifestyles, so much so that we continue in the wickedness that we're in. We gotta see more value in coming back to these law, statutes, and commandments than we do, man. And I blame Christianity. Christianity devalues the Most High power. So like it, Christianity devalues these words. It doesn't put any value on what the Most High laid down for us. You got to understand that. And the first time, and for you to understand that, you got to do what? You got to get in class. You got to come into the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanders in the YAHANNA, where we don't water down these ranks, where we don't water down these scriptures, but we stay true to what we believe in, and we 10 toes with it too, man. You know what I mean? We teach this and we do it. This is a lifestyle, man, on me. But we're going to give me Proverbs 18 and 15. Again, man. Also, if any of y'all are watching the class, man, we do have an I.S.U.P.K prison department. If any of y'all have a brother, sister, auntie, and uncle that's incarcerated currently, please comment down below with your email. I'll grab your email. I'll email you. You can give me their email, their telephone number, and I can write them, send them a message, so on and so forth, and we get in contact with the brother or sister and help out with any kind of mental needs, you know what I mean, or spiritual needs that any brother or sister may have behind the wall. Just want to throw that out there. Go ahead, Adawan.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 15. The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge.
Man, what is that word? Let me get that prudent. Prudent is acting with or showing care and thought for the future. That's a wise man. It says, what now? The heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. Listen, man, the heart is synonymous in the scriptures with your mind. So it says, the heart of the prudent getteth knowledge, meaning somebody that's a sincere person getteth knowledge. Somebody that wants the best, that wants a great outcome, getteth knowledge, aka the I.S.U.P.K. What do I mean by that? The I.S.U.P.K wants to rule the earth. You know why? Because the scriptures say when the wicked rule, the earth is in mourning. When the righteous rule, the earth rejoices. It just happens that the earth is mourning. So who is wicked? Who's ruling? The wicked. I.S.U.P.K wants to turn that around, and we're going to be the ones ruling, and the earth will do what? Rejoice, right? That's what a prudent person would do. right? To gain knowledge. We want to build a thriving society to where Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans do not have to worry about getting gout, diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease from the enzyme in the pork, all kind of evil, right? That comes with not disobeying the Lord. We want to build that thriving society. That's knowledge. And it says the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. Meaning what? We're continually seeking knowledge.
Right.
I don't know it all.
Right.
My brother don't know it all. But together, we know it all.
Right.
All of us know it all. And we got to always continue to grow and gain. I
Right.
told my son the other day, man, I said, look, I don't know it all, man. I can learn from you. Just because you 11 years old, 10 years old, don't mean I can't learn nothing from you. I can learn from you. An adult can learn from a child. It just depends on what that child's saying. You don't have to, a 5,000 can learn from a 50.
That's
a
right.
captain can learn from a trooper. You can learn something. Not, you know what I mean? No, I ain't saying he know more, but you can learn stuff, man. Experience is like and time is like the greatest teacher in life. Like, I learn stuff new every day. I learn how to be a better father to my son every day. I learn how to be a better husband to my ribs every day. By doing what? Just taking the time. They teach me how to be a better man every day by just them being quiet, shutting up, being patient, all that. Like, we help each other. And that's what the I.S.U.P.K is building. It's building a foundation to where everybody helps everybody by doing what? By taking the time and gaining this knowledge, seeking out knowledge, learning who we are, learning our orders and our facets and way of life, learning how we should be in this time. All right. Shalakia. We're gonna drop that and give me Proverbs 19 and 20. You know what I mean? We ought to understand this, man. Understand this good. The Most High gave us laws and instructions on how to be, and Christianity destroys it, and the I.S.U.P.K brings it back to life. Understand that. That's the beginning of your wisdom, man. That's the beginning of your wisdom. Fear is the beginning of wisdom, right? You gotta understand that the Most High is something to be feared, right? And in doing so, you'll come into class and you'll gain this wisdom that the Most High bestowed upon all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Go ahead, Aaron.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 20. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end.
What's the latter end, man? The latter end is later on in life, right? The ending result, getting to the nitty gritty. It says, hear counsel and receive instruction. What does it mean to hear counsel? That means to take heed, man. That means not just hear with your ear, but to understand it. And it said, and receive instruction. What's the instruction? The guidance, right? You're hearing the counsel, you taking instruction. It says that thou mayst be wise in the latter end. You ever had somebody don't listen to nobody their whole entire life? Where they end up at? Dead or in jail. Us as Black Hispanics and Native Americans, we know that all too well. You're hard-headed your whole life. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You end up dead or in jail. Walking around here with some kind of STD that's eating you the hell alive. You know why? Because we didn't listen to that wise instruction. We didn't listen to that knowledge. We didn't listen to that you know what I mean? That counsel. We didn't hear that counsel. We ought to understand, man, that there's value in obeying the Lord and there's value in serving the Most High power, man. And with that, that concludes my class. We at I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. If any of your brother or sister wish to get into the class, man,
start wearing all black.
Start wearing all black boots, handband, scarf. And with that, shalom.
It's a wild class up. Heavy.
Okay.
Whole bunch of wisdom.
Yeah, whole bunch.